Hello my beautiful friend, thank you very much for being here and watching. Welcome to a new video. I promised you an updated nighttime skincare routine. The most updated morning one is linked in the description box below if you want to check it out. And thanks so much again for watching. I love you and let's get started. I look like a crazy person. Hold it like this because it tends to be very slippery and I really want to get in there. Be very gentle around the eye area. Don't pull and tug because the eyes are the first to show signs of aging. Okay, step one of cleansing is done. Oh, I see all like foggy. I can't even see myself in the screen. Now that the makeup is removed, it's time to cleanse the face. Normally I do this step in the shower because I just kind of like to give the pores time to open up as much as possible. I don't take really hot showers though because hot water can be dehydrating for the skin and that's not good. But since, you know, the steam and all that is bound to happen in the shower, I typically like to do it as the last step of my shower routine. And what I like to do is I like to go in with this Tatcha, the deep polish rice enzyme powder, and just about every other day I also use the Clarisonic. Today is the day that I'm supposed to use the Clarisonic, which is perfect that I'm filming right now. This way I can show you. So I'm going to go dampen my face and I'll be back to demo. So with the face wet, I'm going to apply some of this. That's why I use it in the shower. And now let's fire up this puppy. And I use it in circular motions. I like using this because it helps get rid of more dead skin cells. We shed typically anywhere between 40 to 50,000 dead skin cells every minute. So just the time that you've been watching this, you've been shedding a few 100,000. And what happens is that not all of them are going to liberally fall off. And if you don't exfoliate, that's how dead cell buildup tends to happen. And that buildup will of course clog your pores, lead to acne, lead to textured skin, dry skin, etc. That's why exfoliation, depending on your skin type, at least twice a week is highly recommended. Okay, now I'm going to go take a shower, rinse this off, and then I'll be back to resume the routine. Okay, we're back. So I brushed my teeth, took a shower. Normally what I like to do after my shower on the days when I use the cleansing brush is with the face slightly damp, I like to go in with a hydrating toner. And I like to follow the 7 skin method. I've talked about it in the past. It's basically the first step in the Korean beauty's approach to hydration. And they call it 7 because they essentially apply the toner 7 times in a row. Now, obviously you have to kind of work your way up there. You can't do that from scratch, otherwise your face is going to freak out. And I'm at number 4. I started with 2, and then after a couple of months I worked up to 3, and now I'm at 4. On the days when I do not use the cleansing brush, I like to go in with a little peel pad. Typically an alpha hydroxy acid. Dr. Dennis Gross has a lot of really good options. I got in the mail from Elemis' dynamic resurfacing facial pads, and I've also been really liking them a lot. And the reason I don't like to mix these two is because I feel like it may be a little too much for the skin, but I'm gonna be honest with you, tonight my skin is just craving it, so I'm gonna listen to it, and instead of the toner, I'm going to go in with one of these. Into my cleavage area as well because, you know. Okay, gonna give this a minute to seep into the skin, and then I'm gonna go in with the essence. Now the essence would follow the toner. Had I used the toner, and by the way, I am going to list everything in the description box. So this way it's a little bit easier, and I'm also going to break down the routine too, how I feel like you should do an alpha hydroxy acid, you know, with toner, retinol, kind of like, you know, what I think the must-haves are in the routine as well. So it will be a little bit easier, not as confusing. I love this packaging. I just realized that I forgot to bring my roller here, so let me go get it. Okay, getting this roller allowed the essence to dry into my skin, and it's time to go in with the retinol. As with all products, first I distribute it evenly over the skin and then I like to tap it in. Now, typically what's recommended is among the very first steps of your skincare routine to use the most potent as well, because they're not going to go on top of other layers of products. They'll be in closer proximity to your skin. This way they can penetrate more effectively. And really the most potent ones in your skincare routine, in the nighttime, that's going to be your retinol. In the daytime, that's going to be your vitamin C. And ideally you find these products in a consistency that is relatively light, not too thick or too oily, because again, if you want to put products on afterwards, it's going to be kind of weird. The general rule of thumb is that you start with the thinnest product and you work your way to the thickest and most oily, and that's kind of how you put them on. This way you don't go in straight with an oil and then try to put a thin, watery based formula. It won't penetrate that well and it just doesn't make sense. So now that I've applied my retinol, I'm actually going to use the first product on the eyes, because yes, I also like to layer on the eyes, and I work my way up to it. So let's get this puppy in there. It is recommended to use your ring finger around the eye area because it is the one that has the least amount of pressure. So it's going to be good for that very sensitive eye area, but I just got so used to applying with my middle fingers that I'm just very gentle. While I was doing that, the retinol has been seeping pretty well into the skin. It's time to go in with the hyaluronic acid. I'm heartbroken because my regular size I ran out of. I'm going through that puppy like there's no tomorrow, morning and night. So I'm just going to use this little baby one that comes in the PCA travel kit. I curated 5 products in that travel kit that make a killer morning routine. So I'm gonna link it for you below if you want to check it out. I like to put this on the back of my neck as well, and down my décolleté. Now this is the part where I typically go do things like get back to a few more emails, I don't know, tidy up the house a little bit, just give this base that I've applied a couple of minutes to really penetrate, and then I have just a couple more products and we're done. So we're gonna take a tiny little break. Well, I'm gonna take a tiny little break. For you, it's just gonna be like back to back, but I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. It's been about 7-8 minutes and I've washed my hands. Time to move on, and I'm going in with this Peptide Night Recovery Cream Oil. What I like about this is that even though it's supposed to act like an oil and have the benefits of an oil, it's not really oily. So I appreciate that. I apply this relatively generously because that is when I go in with my face roller, and I just do a little bit of rolling for like a minute. Ever since I did that deep peel, my skin just hasn't been the same. So I've been having to nurse it like a little tiny baby puppy. Okay, now that we're done with this, I'm going to apply the second and final eye cream. Just can't get enough of it. Okay, I'm done. And then the leftover product that is on my fingers I like to apply are my lips. Sometimes, if there's still plenty, nasolabial folds, and right here at the 11s. 2 more things that were done. I constantly get comments saying, oh, this is too much, this will take too long, and I'm like, this is your skin. Invest in it. It's gonna take you an extra 7 minutes. Wake up 7 minutes earlier, or go to bed 7 minutes later. It's okay. This is so important because by the time you get to be my age or older, your skin will show how you're treating it right now. Now, here comes the moisturizer. I ran out of my Boscia Cactus Water Hydrating Cream. Oh my god, this, you guys, has been fantastic. I don't know if you can see it. that's what I've been using at night, but since I ran out, I'm going to use my morning moisturizer. It goes both ways, morning and night, it goes both ways. But normally I would just use it in the morning and then use the Boscia one at night, but this one's almost out too. Damn, I'm going through them like there's no tomorrow. Leftover goes on my hands. Last but not least, we have to take care of the lips because you want to have those pillowy, beautiful, soft lips. I went to a Tatcha event recently and they just launched the Kisu lip mask. It looks actually pretty cool. See that? It's pretty awesome. This actually has a very lip glossy kind of feel to it. And even though it's slightly sticky, it's before bedtime, so who cares, right? And we're done. So my friend, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, or if you got something of value out of it, please be kind and give it a thumbs up so I know you enjoyed this type of content. And let me know in the comments what else you'd like to see from me. If we met today for the very first time, I hope that you enjoyed yourself watching. I definitely enjoyed recording this for you. I appreciate you and I hope you will subscribe to my YouTube channel and join our little YouTube family. I will see you again in a few short days in a new video. Till then, I'll check you on Instagram. And I love you, I appreciate you. Thanks again for watching and I'll see you soon. Mwah! Bye.